Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm filming asking my mum awkward questions, and I've got a question box on my Instagram for you guys to ask me questions that you'd find awkward asking your parents. But first of all, I'm making dinner for me, my mum and my dad, and then there's gonna be a spare meal which I'm gonna take to school tomorrow. So this part of the video is kindly sponsored by HelloFresh, and you might have seen them on my channel before. But basically you can order your meals online, they get delivered to you with the exact amount of ingredients that you need for that meal, so you're not wasting any food. The instructions are super easy, all the food is fresh, even I can follow along with the steps, and that's really saying something. So today I'm making Chinese style chicken noodles. Noodles is one of my favourite things to have for dinner, and yeah, I'm really excited to try this. It looks really good. As you guys know, I've been trying to eat healthy recently. This has helped me stay on track because it's so easy. I don't get lazy and just end up ordering food, and I've actually been having home cooked meals. HelloFresh literally makes life so much easier because it literally comes like this with all the steps that you need, and also because it sends all of the ingredients that you need. You don't have to go shop, you don't have to worry about getting the food shopping and that, or even having to think of meals, because you can pick your meals online, and it also helps you try new meals that you haven't tried before. You're welcome. I'm gonna try it.
It actually smells amazing. Thank you for cooking. Oh my goodness, that's so good. Jules, behind the camera, slurping his noodles.
That's banging. Oh gosh, that's so good.
That is really good.
So we're gonna eat this off camera before I start asking the questions, but there is a discount code which I'll put on the screen, and there's a link in the description below. Make sure to go get it. Honestly, it makes life so much easier, and
tasty.
Food is literally delicious. So make sure to go order your box, you won't regret it. Hey mum, you ready for some awkward questions?
Sorry, just wiping my
Me again.
That one must not be done.
Oh my gosh. These chairs are really squeaky, by the way.
Mine's not.
So I'm gonna try and stay still. I've literally gone through every single chair that's sitting up here. I think the screws need tightening. Mum, are you a bit nervous?
Yeah, I am actually.
Are you?
Yeah, because I feel like the pressure to answer them all, because if I don't, it's gonna be a really rubbish YouTube video, so.
We'll start off easy then.
Okay.
Okay.
It's awkward already.
When do you think it's the right time for a boyfriend or a girlfriend to stay around?
Never. Okay, so I personally, when me and Dad met, I think it was a nice slow gradual thing that, we started hanging out a lot together, and we were allowed to stay over, but we wasn't allowed to stay in the same room. So I think, I don't know, it's so hard because we haven't got to that yet or anything like that, so it's really hard. I think I would just know the trust is there, and that if you are in the same room, you're being sensible. I think you should be at a good age, 17 or above.
What?
Yeah, 17 or above.
About to turn 17.
No, I think that's quite late.
No, to be fair, I don't think there is a right or wrong, or there is a certain age. I just think, I think you should just be, it's down to the person, the child, when they are responsible enough. If you had a boyfriend and the relationship was...
No, sorry, the seat kept on squeaking again. I'm trying to
if you had a boyfriend and it was a long relationship, and I knew that it was going somewhere, I wouldn't...
What's a long relationship though? Would you count as
an official long relationship for I don't know, 6 months, 7 months? Well, I think you should make sure it's a good boyfriend and that it's a serious relationship. I don't think, because then what? You let one boyfriend stay over, and then if you break up and you get a new boyfriend, you've then opened that gate to then it being okay just to constantly stay over. And I think my rules would be when I feel that it's a good, strong relationship, then we would respect your relationship to allow you. There, that was really good. Yeah, there you go. When you feel that the relationship has been respected, there you go.
Got there in the end.
I know. Jeez, that was long.
When is the right age to lose your virginity?
I would say again, like over 16, but also again when you've been in a long relationship. Yeah, I would say definitely over 16. I think that is when a girl and a boy is slightly more mature to make decisions. And again, like I genuinely, not just because I've been with Joel, your dad, since like we're 15, but I think when you know it's a meaningful relationship, that's when it's the right time, rather than just a one-night stand. Like I don't think we should have one-night stands. Like
yeah, you definitely shouldn't.
Well,
I don't think we should have. No, you shouldn't. You have a husband.
Oh, does that mean I'm not allowed?
Shut up. Okay, what would you say if I told you I'd done drugs?
Honestly,
rehab.
Yeah. Now, honestly, I would actually be really disappointed.
Every time I like go like nod or anything, the chair's like.
Yeah. If I'm like honest, like one, I would always want you to be honest with me.
See, I nodded again.
Stop.
It's really annoying me, this chair.
Yeah, so I would want you to be honest with me, because we do have a very honest relationship. But yeah, I can't lie, I would be. I say this to you all the time. Like drugs scare me personally. Like so, the thought of one of my girls doing drugs, it petrifies me. And I say this like,
you actually haven't done anything. No, you haven't even tried a cigarette or something. No, so
I always say to you, Jenna, like just have it as an off switch. Don't ever put that switch on, because you don't know if you could become addicted. You don't know if taking that one drug, it then makes you don't know if you've got an addictive personality. You don't know if you get an absolute high on that and you want to continue that to then become an alcoholic or a drug addict, or like it genuinely does petrify me. So like I say, just have it as a switch off, never put it on, don't try, and don't feel like me. Like I don't feel like I've missed out. I don't feel like if my friends did it, or like I personally don't feel like I've missed out on life just because I didn't do drugs. Like I'm always the fun one at the party. So I do not do drugs.
Drugs are for Max.
Like yeah.
And I'm like, okay, write mug on my forehead then. Joke. This one, like, it's not awkward, but it's like, it's one of the things that you always get annoyed at if I did it as a kid, which is like, no, it's like really not awkward, but it's like, how do you ask for a friend to stay over when they're there?
Oh my gosh. Just don't. Like, do not do that. You used to do that to me all the time. Like, seriously, like the friend would be there, like, oh, you'd get your friend to ask me.
Really?
Yes. Oh my gosh, one friend in particular.
No, I don't think I did it. Really?
Yes.
I actually asked them to ask.
They don't really speak, like, not that you don't speak, but from different schools, they split ways. But, yes, you would literally after school come running up and the friend would ask me, and I would feel so bad saying no, that I was always like, sure. Yeah, so if you're going to ask, if you're going to ask, then don't have your friend there. Like, like, you're old enough, like, send a text. If you're upstairs, like if you're upstairs in your room, or say to your friend, oh, I'm just gonna get us a glass of water or something, then go down and ask. Like, allow your mum or dad to be able to have that freedom to say no if like they don't want that person to stay. Or
me and my cousin used to like come down with like whole like points and everything of why we should like
because you used to like one would stay at one and then the next one would stay at the other house, so it was like,
and then we carried on doing that like during the whole half term. A lot of people have asked this one, which is how do you shave down there?
Well, I don't really know. What do you mean? Like, I don't really know. Like,
some people don't know if they're about to shave, or it's first couple of times.
What are you saying? Like what? Like as in like heart shapes, or like I don't know. I
Fully getting rid of the whole bush.
Okay, well I would just foam up, like shaving foam, and then like just have a little look and a little shave.
Oh my god.
I don't really know. Just be obviously very careful that you haven't got like a blunt razor so it cuts you. Just yeah, like I can't
Okay,
really
well,
explain it.
I personally, which I've seen on TikTok as well,
Yeah.
you go down first, because see, it like,
Oh yeah, I think
yeah, then side to side, and then then go up.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, okay. Or if you want to do a little heart, I mean, get a
Or
cookie,
you get
get a cookie cutter, go
What's the
around
head
it.
thing? It's called?
Head trimmers.
Yeah.
One time, should I tell you something really funny?
Okay, go on.
One time I said to my mum, Nan, like, oh, what have you been doing today? She went, oh, I've been trimming the bush. But she meant her front garden bush.
I already asked the question, but this is how the person worded it. What's the right time to, you know, hanky panky?
Hanky panky. How old are they? 40? Aww.
How many people do you think I've kissed?
I'm gonna say 5.
No, only 3.
Oh, I knew it was lower, but I thought.
Oh, thanks, Mum. Thanks.
Well, you have like you're not really. I'm gonna say into boys.
What?
I mean, it probably is more, but fine.
No, because I don't kiss random people. I actually swerved someone at Reading. Because I think the reason was because when I had my first boyfriend, since then I then didn't have like a relationship for like quite a long time, because I was just like single life. And then it kind of, I then feel like, oh my god, I forgot to kiss, like I don't know how to kiss. And so I've only kissed like people from filming them or something, so.
Well, actually, you're right, because like, for a long time when you said the single life, like you was literally just out for having a good time with your friends for a long
Still
time.
am, to be
Yeah,
honest.
true.
But I just had talking stages in between. Failed talking stages, but you know. When do you think the right age is to have a baby?
Oh, I think again, I say this a lot. I don't think it comes down to age, because I know people that have waited till they're a lot older and they wish they were younger. I obviously had a baby, I obviously had you, like at 18, and I don't regret it. I just think that at the time of being 18, I felt older than what I actually was.
Yeah.
So personally,
That's what you mean,
yeah, like I love that because we're so close. Like I genuinely do love that, and I say it all the time. Like you did make my life, but I would say if I just had to like, I don't know, say an age, I would say probably like from 20 onwards.
Yeah.
I think like when you hit 18 and they're the times you can go out to the clubs and the bars with your friends, like just enjoy that period, and then like there isn't too much of a rush to settle down. And
I think I'd want to be like 23, 24.
Nice.
Because
It's funny
got to have all of the travelling and that first.
It's funny because when you get there, you'll probably be like, either like, no, I'm still not ready. I want
Because when I was younger, I was like, oh my god, I want to have a baby like 19, 20. And like, because when I was younger, I thought that was so old.
Yeah.
And like now, like I'm there, and like even some of my friends are like 10 and 18, and I'm like, that's
But when I look
way
back at
too
pictures,
young.
I'm like, oh my gosh, I look like a baby having a baby. I was like, don't even know what my mum and dad really actually must have felt like.
What would you like say if I told you I was pregnant?
Who's the dad?
A boyfriend I've been with for
No,
6 months to a year. So
I
not like a long time.
I don't know why I thought about this the other day, but I did actually think about it. I think just thinking, like, obviously, like you said, you are close to 18. I would be very, very supportive. Like, obviously, like I wouldn't choose that for you right now at your age, but I would be supportive, and yeah, whatever you need me to be, I'll be. Like, cry behind closed doors, but very supportive to you. Please don't have a baby yet.
I think that's like, not like a fear, but as in like, it's something that, because I personally wouldn't be able to get an abortion, like just personally. Because you're so young, I always think like, oh my gosh, like, you could have had an abortion with me. And like, I think of it more that way. So then I personally just couldn't, but like, I'm not saying like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying, it's obviously anyone's
It's a
decision,
personal choice for
but
you,
it's a
that's
personal
what you
choice that I
think.
wouldn't
Yeah.
have one. But so then it's like, I then don't have a choice. but like,
well, this is why then it goes
sit,
back to being like, when should you have sex? Like, if you was in a meaningful relationship and then you get caught, at least I can be like, okay, like, you're in a loving relationship, whether it works out or not, that's a different story. Like, you could be married for 20 years and it still doesn't work out. Like, that's how relationships are. But if it was, you know, it would just feel like, okay, like, at least you're a couple and you can try and work it out. Like, that's why I try and say, just make sure you're in a loving relationship before you
hanky-panky.
do the hanky-panky. Oh no.
No, it was something, I've already asked this before to you, but like, no one asked it, well, someone kind of touched on it, but I know that people might think the same with their parents, but like, would you want me to ask you about like birth control and stuff? Would you rather me just go get it, kind of? Like,
yeah, like I would 100%. Like, I would.
Because we spoke about this before.
Support you.
Obviously, some people might want.
Yeah, 100%. Like, I feel like most of the mums and the dads that I know, like, obviously in particular mums, like, they want that close relationship with their children. Like, as awkward as that is, like, for me personally, I would be like, okay, at least you're practicing safe sex. So yeah, okay, let's do that, because you don't have to go on contraception just because of that. Like, for me, I went on the pill really young because my periods were really painful and really irregular. So my mum took me to go on the pill like at a really young age. So there's multiple reasons why you would, but I think you definitely should try and talk to your parents, and then you can make the right decision as well. You've got the help of an adult to go through all your choices. So yeah, I would want you to, and then also I would be able to be in a situation that if I don't feel like you're in the right relationship, then I wouldn't be like, don't do it, but like, I would just subtly try and be like, hell no, girl.
Okay, this is an awkward one.
Oh no.
Does size matter?
It's the motion in the ocean.
That makes it sound like I've got
Oh dear. Does size matter? I mean, how do I answer that one? It doesn't though. Does it? I don't really know, but to be fair, obviously I don't really have things to compare to, but I mean, the size is right, so I don't know. Did you just say the size is right? I don't want to know that.
Sounds like a game show.
Bruv, I'm not asking what size. I'm asking if it matters.
I don't have things to compare, like sizes, so I don't know. So I'm gonna say no. Like, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Just, yeah. Okay, moving on swiftly.
Okay, what's like your opinion on nipple piercings?
Personally,
This is because we've had this conversation. Because
Yeah.
I asked to get my nipple
yeah.
pierced.
Personally, I don't really like it. I feel like I do feel like, you know, boobs should be your private, and I feel like if you have a piercing, you're gonna want to show it. So you're gonna then wear bras less to show it, and it just. I know what you're gonna
Trust
say.
me, not having a nipple piercing ain't stopping me from getting my boobs out. Joke.
But yeah, at your age, I'm more than happy for you to have piercings, but that's like one of the ones that I'm like, no, I just think.
When I first heard the answer, I can't take no from an answer. Mum and Dad were basically saying the same thing, like, that's misogynistic, getting all my English lessons out. And I was like, I should be able to get this, no, how do I word that? I should have to not get it done because people are going to sexualise it. That was right.
No,
I was like, it makes you feel more confident, like everyone says, it makes you feel more confident about yourself. And like, say for example,
yeah,
this
but
is
I
a
think
bra.
at your age, you
if
should
I
not
go
be...
cold, you can see my nipple anyway.
Yeah, but
So,
but they're not daily.
What
Like,
do you do?
might as well just
What do
stick
you
a.
do when you're cold and your nipples are showing? What do you do?
I don't cover them.
You could.
No, I
You
don't.
came in here the other day, you tried on the top.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You covered them.
yeah.
No, because it was see-through. You can actually see my nipple.
Joel's getting involved in the debate now.
I literally walked into the.
Sexual about your nipples, why did you cover them?
Uh-huh.
Why did you cover them?
Oh.
Because you had your PAs in it.
But if you had your nipple pierced.
Yeah, you can see.
Anyway,
you can actually see my
I am
nipple. I walked into the gym today. It was cold. My nipples were like this.
Yeah, mine are.
And
Mine are always
I didn't
like,
have a jumper on,
mine
I
are always
was
like
like
that. I have that kind of nipple bar. And you always tell me off. You're like, Mummy, nipples, there. Do you or do you not?
Okay, have you ever done it in public?
What's that? Baby crying?
Alright, I'm leaving the room.
See ya. Yeah, when you're young and feel adventurous. I wouldn't now. I'd be too embarrassed.
Last week.
Oh yeah, alright. You wish, mate.
Oh my god.
You wish, mate. Yeah, anyway.
Where?
No, there is no question. Which one do you want to know?
Huh?
Which one do you want to know?
Oh gosh. I feel awkward asking these questions, that's the thing. Okay, would you want your daughter to like say if she's had sex or not?
I don't know. This is not when you're going to tell me, is it?
No.
Yeah, like I wouldn't. I would. Yeah, of course. Like, well,
Did you tell your mum and dad though?
No, but I feel like, well, I'm gonna go by you. Like, I feel like we have a really open relationship. I sometimes say you're a bit too open, but I feel like if you're gonna ask me for contraception, I know it's gonna happen pretty soon. So you could tell me, and then I'm not gonna ask you details. Obviously, I'll just be like, okay, so you're making sure, and then maybe I can keep an eye on making sure you're taking like the pill.
Keep an eye. Sorry, what?
No, keep an eye on like that you're taking the pill properly or something. Like, yeah, like obviously it is a private, intimate thing, and like, I only want you to share as much as you want to share, like, but I want you to know that you could tell me anything. Like, I want to have that relationship with you. That we've always said this, haven't we? Like, if you're ever in any kind of trouble, like, which does happen, like if you're at a party, like, it's really good. Just, we've made a thing where we're like, if you're in a situation, even if you think you're gonna get in trouble, like, just put like XXX, for example. I won't tell people what our code is, because in case you're with someone and then they see you type it, they know you're doing the code. But like, do a code
I
word.
forgot the code.
Oh, for goodness sakes. Well, what are you gonna do if you're in danger?
I too much time forgot that was a thing, to be honest.
What? Oh my gosh, we're gonna have the talk again, aren't we? Like, for example, like if you're at a party and you have got too drunk and you've got yourself in a situation where you don't want to be in that situation anymore. I know that people can become, they're scared to call their mum and dad because they think they're going to get in trouble, but in actual fact, all their mum and dads want to do is keep them safe. So if you text me like XXX, then I know, okay, she needs me. I'll pick her up and be like, look, there's an emergency at home. I need to come and get you. Where are you? I'll come and get you. And the rule is like, I won't tell you off for whatever it is, like, but then I know you're safe. So
I remember
seriously.
it, but like it wasn't on the top of my head.
But I do think if you was in a situation, you'd be like, Pam!
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to look in the description box for HelloFresh. Really recommend it. And yeah, see you next time. Bye.
Bye!